Well, how challenging would you say it's been for the Commission and all the related agencies to be able to trace these illegal arms in the country? I know it's been very difficult because you talked about the figures that you have from 2014.
Yes.
Until then, we don't have any current figures after 2014
Yes.
on these arms. Really, how difficult has it been? And are we hopeful that we'll be able to get a hold on this situation?
All right. So it is very difficult, especially where the weapons does not have any marking or doesn't even have any serial number, you see. Then it is difficult to trace. Sometimes the weapon has a serial number, all right.
Okay.
But, it came from somewhere, ended up somewhere, and it has moved on to another place before you found it, where there are no proper documentations. Then the tracing becomes a bit difficult, okay? But if it is something that had some documentation, like I said, that has some markings, then it becomes very easy for you to trace. And then also, let's say if it's a registered weapon, somebody acquired a weapon legally in the country and registered it. The police has information on the weapon in their system. Okay. So in that case, if we find the weapon anywhere and we realize that it has these markings on them, or they go into their system and they can't find the weapon in their system, then it becomes very easy for you to be able to trace, to the owner of the weapon. But if not, and it came through the ports, for example, like I was saying, and the weapon did not get to the police for them to get the information on the weapon, register it in their system, then it becomes very, very difficult. So that has been the challenge, all right? That has been the challenge. So what we need to do is to try as much as possible to see how we can prevent some of this trafficking that is going on, along the borders. Okay. Yeah, so as a commission, for example, we are now moving to the borders. We are establishing offices there. We are deploying officers, training them and deploying them to make sure we get them the right logistics and the equipment to be able to detect some of these weapons at the borders and also at the ports. That will help us to be able to curtail the inflow of these illicit weapons. But if not, and they get into the system and they get into people's hands, even when you recover them or retrieve them, it is not that easy to trace where they are coming from. Yes.